You don't have to look at him. Hi, I'm Abe Peck, the executive editor of Inside Unmanned Systems. We're at the AUVSI Exposition Show, and I'm here with Carlos Lazaro Echavarria, and he's from UAS Navigation, based in Spain, and it's a 100% Spanish company, specializing in guidance, I believe, and navigation and control solutions for UAVs, and been around for a while, 17 years, and part of a larger group in Spain. And so, when you guys were thinking of coming here, how are you preparing for the show?
All right, so this is not the first time that we are here. So, first of all, thank you very much for the interview, for having UAV navigation in this situation. So this is not the first time that we have been here. We've been coming for 7 years already. So we have seen the changes in the industry. And UAV navigation is the European leader for autopilots, for guidance, navigation, and control solutions for UAVs. So we were preparing the show, seeing which customers that were coming to the show, and see the other partners, colleagues from the industry, and to catch up with them and to
typical show behavior, right? But let me ask you this though: 7 years. What do you think are the big trend changes or the big technical evolutions that you've seen?
Well, for the technical changes, the industry is growing, that's for sure. Here for us in UAV navigation, we see that the peripherals are getting more and more professional. The peripheral, we say peripheral for anything that is surrounding to our system.
Not trivial, but peripheral.
No, it's an egocentric term for us because we are the autopilot. We are in the center of the UAV, but the industry is getting more and more professionalized. At the beginning of our participation here 7 years ago, it was more about toys, about not as professional UAVs, but the industry is getting more and more professionalized, and they are asking for more quality in our system, safety, and
everyone wants faster, better, cheaper, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
I guess, and what? Faster, better, cheaper, longer endurance, and of course more capable, and platform agnostic.
Absolutely. And to be integrated with every system, just plug and play.
That's right. So, what are the characteristics of the systems you're going to show here?
All right. So, first, if you allow me to say that we like to send the message that one of our main values is trustworthiness. All right. If you want to outsource the autopilot, if you are a UAV manufacturer, which is our customer, you really need to trust your supplier.
Right.
So trustworthiness is one of our core values. So safety is key for us. So every autopilot that we provide has to assure the client that it's robust and is good enough for their applications. So trustworthiness is very related to safety. And when I say safety, one of the main characteristics of our pilots is, for example, the capability to fly without GNSS. So to fly with GNSS denied environments, that's key.
And you're really, in some cases, sea skimming, and so there's not a lot of margin for error.
That is correct.
Your sky is smaller than other people's skies, right?
That is correct. Flying very low, very close to the sea, and very fast. That's one of the most complex maneuvers that we can achieve with our aerial target customers. And we are very proud of that.
Yeah, and a lot of what you do is in the defense area. I remember in previous pieces, sometimes we couldn't talk about who was using your material, but you also do civil too. And so how does one pollinate the other? The civil and the defense.
I mean, our customers, they manufacture dual-use platforms. So, for example, the helicopter guys, as you know, we are sharing the booth with HiEye, but we have other customers such as Unmanned systems. They do helicopters that can be used to, for example, drop parcels, drop something. So that's that can be used in the military side, but also on the civil side.
Oh, okay. And you're doing stuff with parcel delivery now?
They can do that. If I'm not sure the regulation is there yet to really allow this kind of helicopters to do drop parcel, but they can do that. Technically speaking, they can do that.
And so when you work this kind of show, who are your potential clients? You're not doing end users. You're doing.
No, we are
right.
not doing end users. We provide to UAV manufacturers.
Oh, okay.
So professional UAV manufacturers. We are talking about rotary wing, fixed wing, VTOL UAVs from 10 kilos up to 600 kilos is usually our market.
Right, right. And in terms of our bread and butter, unmanned vehicle applications, you're working on a product. What is it, Vanet?
All right.
Yeah. So can you talk about that?
So Vanet is a program. It's a Spanish program. It was financed by the SEDETI, which is an organization that helps companies to improve, technically speaking. So we develop a system for multi-UAV navigation, but also drop-in parcels. And yeah, we got financed by them, and we got the chance to improve our capabilities thanks to that.
Now, in terms of growth, which of course everyone wants to do, you've joined a group now, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
So can you talk a bit about that?
So yeah, Grupo AUVSI is one of the most important defense group. Not just defense; they also do civil stuff. But they are one of the most important actors in the defense Spanish industry, but also European. They were involved, for example, in the Eurofighter.
Oh,
so,
yes.
Providing critical and non-critical flight systems, avionic systems. And they are also very keen to get involved in the future combat aircraft system. They are part of the company that is leading the remote carriers pillar, it's called, for the future combat aircraft system. And they are also keen to get involved in the Euromail project. So we are talking about the most ambitious UAVs projects in Europe.
Great. Oh, super. And well, that gives you a lot of potential. So if you come back, if you keep your streak going, and you come back for your 8th AUVSI next year, what do you anticipate changing? Is it just the speed of innovation, or?
Well, unfortunately, when you have been coming 7 years to this show, you see how much rotation of companies there is in the show. So I actually hope that the companies really consolidate. So
it's interesting. People go back and forth on it. I've heard that from people, and then I've heard, what about the innovation on the margins, the good peripheral, they certainly. I mean, you see some of these booths now, and there's 5 or 6 names on them. So I think that is a trend, But consolidation make it for you a one-stop for you, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Well, that's great. Well, Carlos, anything else you want to add?
No, that was it. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're great. Oh, it was always good.